Ranger Rothermel, Above and Below Health and Fitness. Welcome to Meditation 101. So, as part of my 6-week Healthy You Challenge, week 4 of my Healthy You Challenge is to unplug 10 minutes per day, meaning get rid of all your electronics and just be with yourself and contemplate whatever you need to contemplate. Unplug from all the distractions and stimulation that are constantly with us all day, every day. And I mentioned earlier in my video challenging you to do this, that throughout the week I would bring to you some tips on how to meditate. So this will be my Meditation 101 video for my week 4 Healthy You Challenge. So let's begin with a few basics. Let's start with posture. So this is a seated position. It's a grounded position where I'm pretty stable and pretty sturdy. If you can't get down into this position, you could also sit in a chair. If you're sitting in a chair, slide slightly forward to the front so your back is not resting against the backrest. Have an upright posture, and you can put your hands like mine are right now on my knees, or you could place them in your lap. One on top of the other in your lap is acceptable as well. If you are unable to externally rotate your knees very much, like I'm unable to, elevate yourself with a few thick books like I'm doing right now, or you could use towels, or if you have a meditation pillow, you could use that as well. You want your knees and your hips to be approximately the same height. And the reason for that is that it helps to make you sturdy so that you're not falling backwards and trying to maintain an unbalanced or uneven posture while you're attempting to meditate. So this is a nice grounded position. So that's our posture. Hands on the knees, shoulders, back, upright chest, grounded position, hands either on the knees or resting in the lap. Your gaze, your eyes could be open or closed. Right now I've been mostly practicing with my eyes open. However, if I'm doing some kind of visualization technique, my eyes are typically closed. For this practice, I'll keep my eyes open. And my gaze will be soft. I'm not concentrating with my eyes super big and wide and tense. My eyes are relaxed, and my gaze is slightly in front of me. So relaxed gaze, not too relaxed that you're falling asleep, but relaxed and just slightly chin tucked and looking maybe 5 feet in front of you down towards the ground. So something like this. Okay? Now there's many things that you could meditate on, but as a beginner, I would recommend meditating on your breath, and that's what I'll teach you today. Meditation should be something that is enjoyable. It should not be something that you struggle through. However, you will probably struggle in the beginning. What I mean by not making it more of a struggle than it needs to be is, I guess, more so time. Meditation could be 1 minute or 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and as you get better and better at the techniques, you'll be able to go longer and longer without it feeling so dreadful. So in the beginning, practice with just a few minutes, maybe 2 minutes in the beginning. So find a comfortable posture, find a nice quiet place that you can relax. Eyes open or closed, preferably open for this technique, and gaze about 5 feet in front of you, chin tucked. So for this meditation, I'd like to focus on the breath. The breath is something that we always have. If you're not breathing, you're probably not watching this video. If you're watching this video, you're breathing. So the breath is something that we all have and we can all come back to as the breath is our anchor. Sorry, I was looking for my word there. The breath can be our anchor, what we come back to when our mind begins to wander, because our minds will, no doubt, our minds will begin to wander, and that's okay. If you think about the things that our body does, our ears hear. We don't tell them to hear, they just do. Our nose smells, our tongue tastes, our eyes see, our skin receives senses, and our mind thinks. And you don't control those things, right? You do not tell your nose to smell. If you walk into a room and someone farted, you just automatically smell it. So as you begin to meditate, your mind will unequivocally begin to wander. So when your mind wanders, do not be judgmental towards yourself. One of the things that we'll practice here is mindfulness. So mindfulness is being in the present moment, non-judgmentally aware of the present moment. So the non-judgmentally means that although your mind will begin to wander and you'll question why you're not maybe as good as you think you should be at meditation, it's okay. The fact that you're recognizing that your mind is wandering is a good sign. It means that you're aware of the stimulation and the sensations that your body is feeling. When your mind begins to wander, come back to your breath. Say to yourself, breathing in as you inhale. As you exhale, say to yourself, breathing out. Notice the point where you finish exhaling, and notice the point where you finish inhaling. So let's take a minute or two, and let's combine all of these things that we talked about just now. So breathing in, breathing out, say those things to yourself, and let's begin. Very good. So let's come back here. Just a few last points. When you're doing this and you're practicing your breath meditation, the goal is to observe. Okay, the goal is to observe the breath. So observe how the body is breathing. You do not want to the body's breath. You do not want to force inhale or force exhale. Just let the body be. Let the body breathe how the body wants to breathe, and observe how the body breathes. Notice the sensations that are happening in your body. And when your mind begins to wander, like it most certainly will, use the breath as something to come back to. One of the traps that people get into with meditation is that a thought comes to their mind and they begin to wander down the rabbit hole of that thought. So the thought pops up, and then we continue with the thought, and we wander down, and we think this thought about that thought, and it continues on. And before you know it, it's been 3 or 4 minutes, and we've thought all these thoughts about our original thought. So as soon as you notice that your mind begins to wander, focus yourself to come back to your breath. I think that will be good for today. That's enough information. That's probably too much information. However, I think that's a good amount for today. So as you go on and you practice this meditation technique, let me know what you think. If you're missing pieces of this meditation to help you, I can continue to make more videos to help you with this meditation and other meditation techniques as well. And I'll do that in the future. But I think this is enough information for now that you could begin to practice your breathing meditation technique. So I encourage you to try it. You probably will not be good at it, just like you were not good at writing cursive the first time you did, or the first time you picked up a ball to play a sport, or the first time you drove. You will not be good at meditation the first time that you try it. But continue to practice, continue to focus on the things that I've taught you here today. And if you do so, I know that those things will help you along the way, and you will continue to get better at meditating. All right, world. Until next time, namaste.